Welcome to the Donaldson training video for changing motor parameters on the Yaskawa GA500. When we first power up the drive, we will come to the home screen and we also see the ready light on the drive. For changing the motor parameters, we need to get to the parameters section. The quickest way to do that is to use the down arrow key, arrow down once, twice, to PAR, which stands for parameters. To enter the parameter menu, we use the center button, which is the enter button. Press that once, and you will see the first parameter, which is A1-01. The Yaskawa parameters are alphabetical. For the motor parameters, we want to go to the E. E is an Edward group. To get there, we use our up arrow key, and we press it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and now we are at the letter E. If we use the enter button in the middle, press that once, we get the 1 in front of the E flashing, and we use our up arrow key to arrow up to E201. E201 is the parameter number for motor full load amps. To enter that parameter, we use the enter key in the center, we press that once, twice, and now we are able to edit that parameter. Using our right arrow key and our up and down arrow keys, we can change this parameter to the proper motor full load amps. We use the right arrow key to choose the digit to change, and our up and down arrow keys to change the digits. When we've entered the proper motor full load amps, we use the center key or enter key. Press that, it will say end to let us know that we have changed the motor full load amp rating to the proper setting. If we need to change the motor RPM, that's done in parameter E2-04. So we arrow up 1, 2, 3 times to E204. We hit enter, and this parameter is set in number of poles, which correspond to the RPM rating of the motor. The number 4 for 4 poles is an 1800 RPM motor. If you're using an 1800 RPM motor, you do not need to change this parameter. If, for example, we have a 3600 RPM motor, we would want to change this value to a number 2 for 2 poles. If we're using a 1200 RPM motor, we would change that value to number 6, which represents 1200 RPM or 6 poles. When we are done changing that parameter, we press the enter button. It says end, letting us know that we've written that parameter value, and then brings us back to the parameter number. If you're completed with your programming, you can use the escape key in the upper left hand corner, press that once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and that brings us back to the home screen and our ready light comes back on. Thank you for watching.